All right, and now it's time for Talking with Joe. Joe Rose is live from the WQAM studios this morning. Joe, let's talk some Heat basketball. The playoffs are set.
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about who the Heat will face and the schedule in just a minute. But first, let's just talk about last night's game. What a huge night for Wayne Ellington, making Heat history, making it Wayne in the AAA. Yeah, I made a silly pun there.
Hey, Lauren, I didn't realize last night was going to be the first night of the playoffs. That was unbelievable. That was just a great game. Toronto with the best record in the East. They're going to be a #1 seed. Played their starters. And I love what the Miami Heat were able to do, starting with Wayne Ellington, as you mentioned, just on fire. 6 threes in the fourth quarter alone. He had 8 in the game. Breaks the record, by the way, for the most threes in a season by a Miami Heat player, and he did it in style, a game they needed every one of them to have such a big game. End up with 32 points. If he can shoot like that in these playoffs, boy, this is going to be fun. He's just what they need. You got to be able to knock down threes. Ellington can get hot for a while. Boy, it would really help this team take a lot of pressure. By the way, the bench was just sensational last night. More than 70 points from that group, all double digits. So it was nice to see. Didn't need a lot from the starters, and they played that game to win last night, and they got it. I think that could really help their confidence for this first round of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, and they're going to need it. We always say the Heat are white hot, but the 76ers have been red hot. They've won the last 16 straight.
Yeah.
It's going to certainly be a tough first round for the Heat. What do you think about this matchup?
Well, I think it's going to be a real good one. I don't think it's a slam dunk that the 76ers, even though they have, as you just said, smoking hot, haven't lost, won 16 straight games now. I like what the Miami Heat and the way they match up. A big part of this is going to be Embiid, one of the best centers in basketball, is expected back in Game 2 for the 76ers. Now, they've been winning without him, but that guy back, and if he can get back the way he was, it's going to be a lot more difficult. But let's face it, Miami Heat have to go on the road and get a win. My thoughts have always been the best chance to get somebody is in Game 1, and especially if Embiid's not going to be playing. You start feeling good. You've won 16 straight. Don't have any experience in the playoffs if you're the 76ers. So I like this. This is a game. You can get that first game, your confidence, come home, take care of home court advantage. I mean, I'm already thinking this whole thing out.
Excited, Joe.
Here we are.
Planned out.
Here we are. And the next morning, I'm going, okay, here's what we need to do.
One game at a time. One game at a time. All right, let's go Heat. Joe, we will talk to you in the next hour, my friend. See you soon.
Thank you. We got a shot, Lauren. We got a shot.